Hey Rio, I heard you weren't feeling very well on this Monday, so here's your video lesson for the lesson that you missed this week. So we know that with all of the lessons we've been doing and all the stuff we've been working on in these lessons and at home, that we've been really spending a lot of time playing single notes on the guitar. So playing one note at a time, one string, right? So thinking about like the Mario theme. Oh, sorry, I guess that's down here. That kind of stuff, all playing one note at the same time, right? But the very cool thing about the guitar is that we can play multiple notes at the same time. When we do that, we call that chords. So technically, anytime you play multiple notes at the same time, it's a chord. So even this is technically a chord. Maybe it's not a very good sounding chord, but it is a chord. Anyway, so what we're going to do is very quickly talk about one chord that can really start getting us working on our chords, and that's a really important aspect of the guitar, especially in popular music that we hear on like the radio and stuff. We spend a lot of time spinning on these chords. So we're going to get the ball rolling here with our very first chord we're going to look at is an E minor chord. So E minor chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first finger, we're going to put it on the second fret on the fifth string, that A string. So we have the open E string here, we're going to put it on the next string right here, the second thickest string on the second fret. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger and we're going to put that on the same fret but this next string below it. So that's the D string, okay, on the second fret. And we're just going to put those two fingers out, and that's all we're going to do. But what we're going to do with our right hand is, instead of playing one note at a time, what we're going to do is we're going to play all six strings at the same time. It's going to look like this. So you kind of have like a spooky, dark sound to it. Cool. And so what we want when we're playing these chords is we want to make sure that all of the notes in this chord are very clear and clean. So we don't want any dead notes. So I can, when I strum and it sounds like this, that sounds pretty good. But then if I go and play each note individually in the chord, you're going to notice that there's a mistake in there. That one right there, I'm not getting any sound out of that string. So I have to make sure, adjust my fingers to make sure that my fingers aren't blocking anything, and that my wrist is dropped. Perfect. And then I'm going to do it again. Strum it, sounds pretty good. Let's just double check. Play each note individually. Perfect, and that's how we're going to get that. So once again, we're going to talk about how to play this E minor chord one more time. So we're going to take our first finger, we're going to put it on the second fret on the A string, or our fifth string. You see that right there? We're going to put our second finger on our second fret on our D string, right there. And all the other strings are going to be played open, so no fingers on those frets. It's going to sound like that. So break it apart, make sure that all the notes sound nice and clean. We'll start adding chords slowly within our lessons here in the next few weeks. So hope you're feeling better. We'll talk to you soon, my man.